जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining. So we are discussing verse number 3 for chapter number 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this verse is actually spoken by Duryodhana. So let's read the Sanskrit of this verse and then we'll read the translation. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharyam Mahatim Chamom Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tavasishyena Dhimataha. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. So Duryodhana is speaking to Acharya. Acharya is Dronacharya, their military art teacher. They learned, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, they learned the military science from Dronacharya. So here, Pashyaitam, Duryodhana is telling his guru that Pashyaitam, just see, the sons of Pandu, they have arranged their army in such an intelligent way, under whose commandership? Under Drishtadumna. But he is not calling Drishtadumna over here as Drishtadumna, but he is calling him as son of Drupada. And there is a reason, because Duryodhana is an expert politician. So actually, Bhishma Dev was the commander. So instead of talking to the commander, he is talking to his military art teacher, who is Dronacharya. And there is a reason why he is doing this, because he wants to point out a mistake which was done by Dronacharya. That's what Duryodhana thinks, that he made a mistake. So let's go into details. So this verse 3 to 10 are spoken by Duryodhana. And as I discussed earlier, that Bhishma Dev was the commander, and Duryodhana was not sure about three personalities like Bhishma Dev, Dronacharya and Kripacharya's commitment, because they liked the Pandavas. They had a soft corner for the Pandavas. So he was not sure that they are going to give their 100% in this war. So then before the war, he wants to make sure that, they are fully involved. So that's why he politically approaches his military art teacher, Dronacharya, and he tries to point out the mistake. So let's see in the purport what Srila Prabhupada is giving us the details. So Duryodhana, the great diplomat, and he is a great diplomat and is pointing out the mistakes of Dronacharya. So Duryodhana, a great diplomat, wanted to point out the defects of Dronacharya, the great Brahmana commander-in-chief. So currently, when the war started, it was Bhishma Dev who was commander-in-chief for 10 days. And then for the next 6 days, it was Dronacharya. And then for 1.5 days, it was Karna. And then for the last day, it was Shalya. And for the last night, it was Ashwatthama, who was actually made commander by Duryodhana himself. So Dronacharya had some political quarrel with King Drupada, the father of Draupadi, who was Arjuna's wife. As a result of his quarrel, Drupada performed a great sacrifice by which he received the benediction of having a son who would be able to kill Dronacharya. So the history is like that Dronacharya and Drupada, they were studying in the same school. They learned from the same school. Though Dronacharya was very poor, and Drupada was a prince, but they were very close friends. And in their friendship, actually, Drupada promised Dronacharya that when I'll be king, I'll give you half of my kingdom. And since Dronacharya was a simple Brahmana, he took his words, that he believed in him. Later on, what happened? Dronacharya got married after they came out of the school, and then he had a child born. His name was Ashwatthama. But Dronacharya, being a Brahmana, he was very, very poor. and he was such a poor he was in such a poor state that he didn't have even capacity to give his son milk. So the wife felt really bad, but she knew that Dronacharya's friend was Drupada and he was a king. So she discusses with her husband Dronacharya and requests him to go to his friend and beg for something. So Dronacharya goes there, but Drupada he didn't consider his friendship. He forgot about it, and he insulted him and said the friendship can only happen between the equals. And he kicked him out of his kingdom. So Dronacharya was very upset, and he felt really bad. So he wanted to take a revenge. So what he did is he went to the kingdom of Hastinapur and then he taught the Kauravas and the Pandavas military art. And after their student life was over, then the Dakshina needs to be given. So he asked for Dakshina, and he said that you go and actually defeat Drupada and bring him tied by ropes, bring him to me. So the Kauravas first got the opportunity. But Drupada's army was very strong. So Kaurava along with Karna they went and they all got defeated. Then later on the Pandavas with Arjuna they go there and they actually defeat Drupada and then bring him to Dronacharya. But Dronacharya being a Brahmana he said that I am not like you. I am going to give you half of my kingdom and half of the kingdom I will keep it. So this way he insulted Drupada very badly and Drupada kept that in the mind. So here we see that because that Drupada had this in his mind that he wanted to take revenge from Dronacharya. So what he did a sacrifice. And in the sacrifice, the purpose of sacrifice was to get a son. And he received a benediction, he got a son who was able to kill Dronacharya. And that son name was Drishtadyumna. Now once Drishtadyumna was there in this world, I mean his military training needs to happen. So Drupada sends him to Dronacharya. And Dronacharya is such a liberal Brahmana, so we'll read about it in this next paragraph. So Dronacharya, liberal Brahmana. Dronacharya knew this perfectly well, and yet knew well what? What did he knew? He knew that that Drishtadyumna's appearance in this world was for his death. Still, what did he do? Dronacharya knew this perfectly well, and yet, as a liberal Brahmana, he did not hesitate to impart all his military secrets when the son of Drupada, Drishtadyumna, was entrusted to him for a military education. So he was such a liberal, such a soft-hearted person that he taught everything, all the secret of military education. And Drishtadyumna became expert in military science. So this was the mistake. And Duryodhana wanted to point out this particular mistake. So Dronacharya's mistakes led to this situation. Now, because of that mistake, you can see that Duryodhana is telling to his guru, see how Drishtadyumna has arranged the army. He has learned from you, and you knew that he is going to be the reason for your death. So you still taught him all the secret. And now you see what is happening in the battlefield. So this is a mistake you have done, right? So that's what he is trying to point here. So now on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Drishtadyumna took the side of the Pandavas, and it was he who arranged their military phalanx after having learned the art from Dronacharya. So Duryodhana pointed out this mistake of Dronacharya so that he might be alert and uncompromising in the fighting. So he's pointing out that since you have done the mistake, your disciple has expertly arranged this army, Pandava army or military phalanx. But now you don't make a mistake. So you become alert and now don't have the soft-heartedness for your disciples and for Drishtadyumna or for the Pandavas. Whatever is done, but now you become determined and give up that soft heartedness and fight determinedly. Okay. So was the last paragraph about. Now you must fight with determination. By this, he wanted to point out also that he should not be similarly lenient in battle against the Pandavas, who were also Dronacharya's affectionate students, because they were the students of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, both were students. And here it says Arjuna especially was his most affectionate and brilliant student. So he loved him very much. So he definitely will have affection for his best student. So he's saying that now you should fight with determination. Though he is your best student, you should not think like that, and you should fight this war, without having any soft-heartedness. And you must fight with full determination and make the Kauravas victorious in this war. So Duryodhana also warned that such lenience in the fight would lead to his defeat. So his party will be defeated if they don't stand strong. So that is the whole idea in this particular verse. And so with this, the discussion for this verse will continue in the next verse, where he is going to name the people, all the formidable armies who are present in this particular Pandava side. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Gaur Premanande Haribol.